And we begin with developing news. Police have arrested a man who allegedly shot up a trade school in Inglewood. 2 women were critically injured, and police say the shooter's own family turned him in. It happened this afternoon at the Spartan College on Aviation Boulevard in Inglewood. The school trains people to become aviation mechanics for the major airlines. KCAL News reporter Gio Insignares is on the scene with the very latest. Gio.
Rutabaga, good evening to you. Right now, you can see the police tape set up behind us. We're at Manchester and Aviation, just about a mile away from LAX and less than a quarter mile away from the actual college, from Spartan College. I'm going to step out of the way, show you what the scene looks like right now, because it's quite the contrast versus the first time we showed you about 3 hours ago at 6 o'clock. Off into the distance, we see one set of police lights and maybe one other vehicle there. That's quite the contrast to when we saw dozens, if not more, just a heavy police presence in this area when we first arrived to the scene. Let's take you to some video of earlier so you can see that contrast to what we're talking about. Footage from earlier from SkyCal and from the ground shows dozens of students and staff gathered outside of the school as that investigation got underway, while officers in tactical gear also secured the scene. Now, the call initially came in as a gunshot wound. That's according to fire officials. First responders found 2 victims with gunshot wounds when they first got to the scene, both believed to be female employees of the school.
I can confirm there were 2 patients. They were both critical and both were transported to local area hospitals.
It is our understanding the suspect was a former employee of the college.
Right now, there's no update on the condition of the 2 victims at last check. Meantime, the mayor of Inglewood, who you heard from second there, says the suspected gunman may have been wearing a security uniform during this attack. Police searched the campus, but initially didn't find him. Fast forward a few hours later, officers tracked him down in the Pico Union neighborhood after his family reportedly called 911. Suspect was then taken into custody, and the mayor passed along that information to us as we were reporting live out here at the scene just after 6 p.m. Police say the suspect's weapon was found in the back seat of his car. Now, we'll bring you back out live here where the police tape is set up. We've seen a number of people, and you see the cruisers off into the distance, we've seen a number of people start to walk back, only a handful or so, and they seem to be either employees of the campus or students, and we tried talking to them. Not any of them wanted to be on camera, still understandably shaken up by what was going on, but that there's still a presence on campus, that things are still being investigated. Inglewood PD have told us they are still investigating this scene. Now, the suspect has not been identified yet. It is also unclear exactly what led up to this shooting, as well as a motive. We'll be sure to update you as soon as we learn more. For now, in Inglewood, I'm Gio Insignares, KCAL News.
Gio, thank you. KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers continues our team coverage tonight with more on how police found that alleged shooter. Mike.
Yeah, hey, Rutabaga, as you heard from Gio, there was actually a family member who called him in at 12th and Berendo in Pico Union area of Los Angeles. We figured it out because we saw an LAPD helicopter circling and made a call and learned that information. I want to show you some video, though, because we got a ground crew to the scene as well. As soon as he got there, that's when they started transferring the suspect there from an LAPD police car to an Inglewood PD cruiser. LAPD, obviously, the ones that came and took him into custody, but since this is Inglewood's case, those officers then drove up and got the suspect. Now, we had been listening to the radio when they put out the description of the car that the suspect was driving. That car was seen here at 12th and Berendo in the Pico Union area, parked right there on the street. There you see now it being towed and going into police evidence. It's that 4-door BMW parked right there on Berendo, being picked up by what is called a OPG, Office of Police Garage tow truck. Of course, Inglewood PD will now use that car to try to get any forensic evidence that they can out of it. Obviously, it was used, they believe, in the commission of today's crime. The suspect, as Gio mentioned, had the gun on the backseat of the car. The man sitting in the front seat of that car as LAPD officers arrived. LAPD able to take him into custody without any further incident. That 911 call came in and described exactly what happened at Inglewood in that college today, or that trade school today, Rutabaga. Those officers able to quickly get there, take the suspect into custody. He is now in the hands of Inglewood police.
Okay, Mike, thank you. In the